Jesus Christ, those people just fucking vanished. Okay, the day is over. Can I... Some opportunities have been over yet, blah blah blah. A new pantomime is being rehearsed at the theater. The death toll over the past 24 hours, 13 people died and 7 people missing.
You had 12 days.
Wait, why is this area red? Okay, either way, I need to go to bed.
But enough. One more day has passed. The town shifts.
Oh my god, this entire area of the town is just like...
Stirs in the theater.
Jesus Christ.
Something stirs with...
Man, I really wanted to get into the house before midnight, but... Hello, can you not? Unfortunately, this house is sealed off. I'm sorry, Barack. It is Barack, isn't it? Let me guess, you're the one who sealed it off. Yes, I bear the unfortunate burden of this responsibility, but lighten up. This is all for the best. For the best? For the, well, up yours. This is my house, you insufferable fop. And yet, for the reasons that I cannot currently disclose to you, the house is still under a temporary quarantine. So where do I go now? Well, take a look at these. I found some papers inside and a key. I suppose they belong to you now. Hopefully the papers can explain what the key unlocks. I could definitely use a roof over my head. By the way, what is this strange mold, I guess? Is it mold? That thing your house is covered in? Do houses get scabs around these parts? I don't know. I've never seen these before. Ew, gross. It is covered in something. Oh. Okay. God, my character is like... gonna fall asleep. Yeah, no, the town is under some type of plague, and it's basically just making people like go insane, and they're murdering. It's like mad cow disease. They have mad cow disease. Oh, here's a place. Got an herb. And it's like they live near oh, I think being near that house lowered my immunity. I'm gonna use that, and I need to eat some food too. Drink some water. Okay. But yeah, they're just like running around murdering people because they think that they're like the wild tales from the wilderness. Like they think that they're deranged people. This district is locked down under Dr. Dankovsky's orders. These districts are off limits to anyone but medical personnel. Are you that Varrock guy? Now that's news. What's going on? Why is this area locked off? People say something happened at the factory, like an emission, toxic soot in the air, makes your eyes water in a minute. Wouldn't be smart to go in without protection. What kind of protection? Immunity boosters, 2 pills. Protective clothes, 1 unit. Here you go. Protective clothes, good idea. That area looks unclean, very unclean. Oh, he actually gave me some stuff. That was nice of him. Wait, where did the... I'm gonna keep that. Oy vey. Inventory management. You know what? I don't need these. Okay, I'm gonna go here and then I'm gonna go to the house that I got the key for and go to bed. Before I find something else to do. Because I'm also running out of meds. Hello, random naked lady. Sabah will teach us she knows the way. She speaks to Earth. Mother Bodo talks to us through her. What if she interprets it wrong? You know how it can be. Impossible. It's not religious, just wisdom. Mundane advice. Heart will tell if she is wrong, certainly, but Sabah rarely is. So she's a teacher to you. She knows our traditions. We have long been oppressed. Now we face extinction. We forgot our language, our crafts and arts, the art of talking to Earth, the language of herbs, the craft of lines. She advises well. Good luck. I would ask Mother about self-sacrifice. She said we must sacrifice everything for our fellow kin as we prepare to flood the town. I gave everything I had, even my own entrails. Now I am dying. Did I make the correct decision? Wisdom springs from hindsight. I want to ask Sabah, will our brothers and sisters be allowed to marry? The kin are, well, kin. We're all children of Bodo, and there's so few of us left. Yeah, you should ask her. So basically these like kin and these steep folk live out or did live out in the like wilderness near the town, and basically they brought them up and just let me mute the stamp tab. There we go. And they like turned them into slave workers essentially. I have a question for our mother. There is little time left before it all ends. When it happens, would I be allowed to spare the lives of those who trusted me and called themselves friends? Would I be allowed to not kill them? When what happens? When the kin flood the town, when the steep consumes the streets and houses, what shall I do to people then? Just leave people alone. Jesus Christ. Okay, where am I going? What am I? Oh, there's a bed here. I can go to sleep here. Bite Karad, you're back. What say you? Who are you? Have you forgotten owl faces already? We asked you for help. We wanted you to be let into the Warrens. I've got nothing to tell you. What about our money? What money? It's so dark. Can I loot this? Oh, I can't see jack shit. Okay, there's nothing that way anyways. And then it's like if I use the thing that shows me if I can interact or talk to people, like makes my screen darker. She drinks a lot of milk. She who, reflection, your master? No one knows how she became herself. Suspicion and fear surround the tale of one who left the steep. She's said to be inhumane, a doll of clay and bone. There is blood in her veins. The same can be said of Earth, so what? Those are mere legends. My master waits for her assigned time. 5 years ago, during the first outbreak, Earth cast her with a secret task that must have been fulfilled back then. Have a good day at work. Are you saying that the first outbreak was curbed by your father, however, with vicious force she changed the flow of history? And Sabah Aste, Sabah Atun, the one called Aspati by common folk, stayed behind within this world, a groomless bride, a blemish, lost, estranged from her true goals. Believes she owes her life to Isidore, who made her, who foresaw her. I like her. She is an Abjai, a sister to me. I feel her care. She feigns humanity quite well and holds respect and power in the kin. She rules over this hiding place where steep folk can find escape from being yoked within Algimski's cruel mill. Here they can hide and heal and run their midnight markets. Are there many such steppe people? Enough to flood the town. There will be blood. Your father, whom she worships without understanding, meant the kin to merge into the town to make a body whole, but we cannot and will not. So she decided to adjust the town to the needs of the kin. She brokers work for brides and ondos, sets them up as dancers or couriers. One wonders why. She doesn't know what she's doing. Indeed, she is not human after all, but love does drive her, like it drives you, and love is blind and foolish. Not always. Okay.
Shapeless ghouls walk in stolen guises.
Earth warms your roots, Imshin. Who are all these people, Saba? What do they want? They respect me, you see. I know not the lines, but I sense Earth. I speak to them on her behalf. They believe I am made of soil like Shabnap Adig, though they don't call me that. So you are like a religious teacher to the kin. Did father know? No, I shielded him from this. Remember, it was I who loved him. I was not loved in return, for he regretted me coming into being. I reminded him of his bitter sin. What sin? The first outbreak. Do you know how old I am? I first awoke 5 years ago when it happened. There were many dead, and many of the dead were our people, the Katanje, the crude sprawl that is a poor district. What is your role in all this? I teach the truth to the kin, to these people. I retell our old legends. I remind them of Bodo's will, of how the world is a body. I hear the earth and speak her will for them. I make sure they know where they came from and where they are going. A sick people, a weak people needs us. Our future hangs by a thread. Why were they asking me then and not you? I knew that would happen. You have done well following the lines. You think so? My answers were not the same you would have given them. They believe they come here for advice. False. They have long since made up their minds. Not only their weakness sows doubt in them, we take on the burden of that doubt. Whatever we tell them, they'll do what they think is right. Yeah, I used to flip coins. I always knew what to do before the coin even fell, no matter which side was up. Okay, I can save here. And then I am going to bed. 5 hours? Oh, where the fuck am I? Hello, children.
A long neck and a fat body, and hooves for feet. So it's an albino. And people say it wasn't the Earth that made it.
Don't be afraid. We're all on the same side for now, aren't we? What is there to be afraid of? We're all grateful to you. We know protecting us isn't easy, but you still do it. You make sure we live. There are 7 of you, but there was an 8th on the list. Where is he? Here, for now, he's the Erdurg. Is he behind that door? We think it's your father behind the door, but maybe the 8th is transitioning already. Have you discovered who he is? We're curious too. No, I don't know yet. Wait, I only slept an hour. Okay, that was the perfect amount of time to sleep. Perfect. Go ahead and save again. I think saving... Okay, saving doesn't actually pass the time. Never mind. I thought because it pinged it might have, but it doesn't. Okay, so I've collected all the herbs. We're gonna go down here really quick. So I can get this out of the way. I don't know what's happening, but I'm really enjoying the game. I kind of like all the little tasks that they give you to do. I don't know. I'm weird. I think I probably could have gotten the herbs from out here, but I'm dumb. If anything, I can sell these back at the town.
And they lived happily ever after, and horribly ever before.
Yes, these are the right blades. Magic enough. How can you tell which herbs are magic? The ones that grow from a person in the ground, I mean, like mom and dad. You wanted to talk to your dad, right? I still do. Go ahead then, talk to him. How? I thought you wanted to teach me. What am I supposed to teach? You just need to want it really hard. Close your eyes tight, too. It'll happen. So it's all just daydreaming? I did not lie. I did not. I don't need you. Nuh-uh. At all. Who cares if you need me? What is there about you to love? I don't want to. Nuh-uh. Don't you have anyone to wipe your face? You're all covered in dirt. See you, Grumpy. Okay, so I want to go over here mainly because it's the closest thing to me. And at least like check it out. Can I go through? Oop, I hit the Windows key. I think I can go through the cemetery. I just have to remember where the person that buys the herbs is at now. Oh, that's not creepy. Nope. Oh my god. I have a gun, but I didn't equip it. Now fuck you. Okay. I got some blood. And there's one of the tree areas right here. Day 3 in which the alarm bell tolls. Oh, Jesus fuck, that kid terrified me.
You know my nerves can only take so much. They say it's healthy, but the taste is just... ugh.
I didn't touch anything. Oh, an old friend of mine, I see. Well, I'm not leaving. You got that? I got it. I got it. Are you catching rats or something? Why are you yelling at me? Old man and I, we used to do a lot of stuff here. I even figured out how to crystallize blue salt, made extracts myself. You think I was just helping him? I know a lot of stuff. What is that thing on the table then? Did you make it all by yourself? No need to be nasty. Mind your manners. What is that thing? It's a mixer. Old man used to make medicine here, like tinctures, I think he called it. Extracts from all kinds of gross stuff. So, you know how to operate it? For some reason, neither of them works. Can you fix them? And I'll do anything, just don't make me go. Let's see, perhaps I can fix them. Tumbler human. I hear you now, speak, but waste no breath. I remember you, Tumbler Toy. Used to pretend you were alive when I was little. Now, he would have said, this place is our true home, one can work here. Even though I've never been here before. You can sleep here. I can store my things here, not like I can carry everything around. You can perform operations here, and of course make medicines. Without being disturbed by anyone. Live here, son. Live here and continue our work. This place is yours now. Here you can do anything. Here you can do anything. That's exactly what he would have said. The alembic works, golden hands. Now let's review what it's for. Remember Olmar's? Of course, it's a tincture made from herbs. Correct. Tinctures are the foundation of every treatment. The steep has graced us with its wondrous herbs. Twire, the queen of plants. Swevery, ashen swish, white whip. Tell me what's so good about them. They can uncover the symptoms of a disease. Correct. They reveal the symptoms of a disease and improve immunity. How would you make a tincture? Different combination of herbs will reveal different symptoms. However, all tinctures boost immunity. This effect comes from the soil, not from the herbs themselves. Unant, clear water and 2 different herbs. You can find both here. Look in the cabinet. Make a single Olmar for a start. Okay. Jesus Christ. I guess I have to just keep making these? Jesus Christ, can you not? Our mom has some sort of wicked disease, doctor. Can you give my little sister something to keep her safe? She's a frail one. This September is truly foul. It is indeed. Administer an immunity booster. I did all I could. Good, now let's get down to curing people. What always comes first? Diagnostics. Correct again, but you are forgetting something. Pain. Pain is our great ally. It reminds us we're still alive. It drives us to action. However, when a patient is in unbearable pain, we cannot uncover which layer has come out of balance. Of course, we must keep the pain in check. You're better off without preparing Olmars that relieve pain. That knowledge is taboo. Stick to morphine and you'll be fine. Any medicine is fine if it lets you avoid making cuts. Okay. Administer a painkiller. It is time for the most important part. Do you remember what a meat is? There are bones, nerves, and flesh. This has always struck me as strange. What about blood and internal organs? And why aren't bones the deepest layer? I told you time and again that triangular plots ruin imagination. I also told you that our ancestors perceived the world as a single whole and treasured its many links and connections. Respect the clarity of thought they possessed. What is the most important part in your knowledge of the layers? Any disease always hides within one of the three, at first at least. How do the Olmars and different herbs correspond to these layers? You can link them to colors for mnemonics: white, yellow, rusty. Let's say you're making an Olmar from 2 herbs. How do you know which color you will get? One of the herbs decides. You will learn the properties of herbs in due time. Only this way will you understand how things are connected. Grab more herbs and water. Prepare an Olmar of every color. Go in blind for now and the herbs will reveal themselves to you. Try again and again. This is how you'll learn to link things together. Okay. So, white, yellow. An Olmar of every color is linked to a specific layer. Tell me how. It can only reveal the symptoms on that layer. Correct, however, there is a catch. What do you think it is? A single symptom may be connected to several layers at once. Yes, your job is to eliminate all the wrong possibilities, yet every single tincture I give the patient hurts them. That is so, you have to keep an eye out for pain levels. It is time to act, son. Uncover the symptoms. Determine which layer is out of balance. Do your best to use as few Olmars as possible. You have everything you need. Okay, so I have to give him medicine. So this is pain, and this is infection. I'm gonna do yellow. Oops. Okay. Try orange. So it's either white or yellow. I haven't done white yet. Now you know which layer the illness is hiding on. It's time to administer antibiotics. Of which there are 3 kinds as well. That's true. I shouldn't give too many at once. Too big of a risk. Yes, you can only administer a single one. Antibiotics are harmful. As you know, you'll learn to make your own, but later. For now, you can use pills. There should be a stash around here somewhere. Choose the correct one. Need to give them the white ones. See, that wasn't so hard. Soon you will remember everything. You'll make a great healer. A healer I'll be proud of. I'm sorry you won't be around to see it, Father.
Don't spit into the wind. for your own sake.
Hello? Anyone in there? Can
If
you hear me?
nothing else.
For a moment, you just stood there, feeling bad maybe? The air's thick here in September. Breathe in too deep and you'll pass out. I was just remembering Father. So, does it work now? The Olympic? It does. What about the big one? I'll fix it too. Would you like me to look for scrap metal? What do you need to fix it? Cogs and stuff? I'll need a special toolkit for it. Oh, you can find toolkits in shops, but rarely. But it's doable. But I don't think anyone's selling one now. But if I see one, I'll let you know. If you find one, let me know. I'm sorry about your loss. Still, think bright thoughts. Earth takes her due, but gives in kind. Have you now remembered me? Do you remember our connection? Your dress is even more torn than before. You danced with all your energy, huh? I needed to make Earth split open to lay your father to rest. I see. I'm all yours. What is your name? So you don't remember at all? No, honestly, I don't. This is what you told me once. I often dream of salt, either its taste or color or whole salt pits, or holding some in my pinched fingers. Do you believe me now? I never told anyone about it, even my friends. Even Lara doesn't know. Barkane, forget Lara. That's not why I'm following you. Why then? But you're not heartless, however cruel. I won't leave you. I hold no grudge against you. Just mind this, when you finally remember, when you realize why you need me, do not hold a grudge either. Promise? Sure. Don't send me away. We are bound, you and I. I am yours. Remember that at least. Alright, I'll remember. Okay, apparently she's just gonna chill here. Hello, my cow. Hello, see, I brought your bull, cleaned it up too. Good job. Oh, got anything to say? I guess today will be alright then. The booth has an urgent matter to discuss with you, Master Barak. It concerns your family home. Yeah. Which department are you from, pal? Cutting? I'm not a worker, I'm a doctor. Good, we get a lot of workplace accidents. We need a doctor, at least if he's like old Barak, God rest his soul, turning his nose at nothing and not trying to swindle 3 days' payment out of you for a single examination. What is this crowd? The factory shut down 2 days ago, don't you know? I mean, yeah, there is the soot problem, but when will it run again? How many of us will find themselves on the streets? Will anyone pay us for the downtime, or will the payment be reduced? I can tell you right now it's the latter, and that won't feed my children. We want at least to be told what's going on. Why is the train not coming? Why did he cork up the termitary? I'll tell you why. They want it all shut down. They're just looking for an excuse to close the factory. There was no accident, and the toxic soot is a lie. A cover, a crock of shit. Closing the Bull Enterprise? I don't think so. We produce so much meat. Everyone needs to eat. Were you born yesterday, pal? What do you do? What do you know? People are illiterate here, no fancy schools, but they still think faster than you. The state has one leg in the grave. Things are going downhill so quickly. We can't even end this bloody war. It won't end well. Nothing ever ends well. Are you going to see the man yourself? Tell him we ain't leaving without an answer. More people will come. We'll stay here for as long as we have to. Let the hateful pig tell us the truth. Okay, I'll tell him for you. And I need to get by, though.
Well, Under these circumstances, any inheritance would be opportune.
I'm listening. Were you the person who left my father a note? It was attached to a key. What made you think so? It was signed with your initials, and I thought... So there was a key, huh? Signed V.O. More than one person in the world happens to have these initials, but not all of them have keys to spare. I think I know who V.O. is. Indeed, that son of mine is punishment from God, plotting behind my back, but I'll get to him. How is it a bad thing? I don't throw keys around, I keep them close. Your father had his own house and he never locked it, always open, unafraid of thieves. Thank you, Master Barak, for letting me know. I'll be sure to investigate this mysterious key. Not every key in this town is yours to throw around.
Many a mickle makes a muckle.
Good thing you've come to visit, Master Barak, right on time. Early bird gets the worm, indeed. The Cains plan to take away your house. Isidore is dead, God rest his soul, and his heir is on the run. The decision will be made today. You knew I was back. Wasn't your word enough? As you should know, the town is ruled by 3 families. I hold the economy, the arbiter, the factory, the station, the warehouses, known collectively as the Bull Enterprise. A silly name, but it's stuck. Sabarov holds the peace, he handles the populace. And the Cains build. Houses, other structures, general planning, all of them. I know this. The Cains see all houses, including yours, as cogs in a machine. They might decide to demolish it or do something else entirely. The last Simon Cain was close to your father. One could say they were friends. Opposites truly do attract. Yes, they do. So what do? Go see the judge, that is, great Georgie Cain. With his brother Simon dead, he is in charge. Go to him and assert your claim. Hurry. Georgie wakes at dawn and never takes back decisions. That's just how he is. So I can't talk to him about the people outside. The crows being so numerous this year are a bad omen. How fares your kind? How fares your kind? Let Mother Bodo caress your step. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's a lot of birds. The crows not being noticed by anyone is a bad omen. I didn't notice them either. Even the cawing has become a background noise, like a sea splashing. The crows perching directly on the cathedral are a bad omen. Why? For the Cains, every building is a machine making something for humans or with them. For example, this cathedral has nothing to do with religion. There is a grim joke circulating around claiming that the cathedral makes time. Makes time for what? Just makes it, produces it. The Cains lay out their buildings in such a way that they change the perception and worldview of those inside them. I guess Simon wants people to feel the flow of time differently inside the cathedral. So that's how he planned the building, but then rumors simplified the idea. Alright, but how are crows at fault? They slow time down, the Cains rush it ahead, they refuse to sit on their hands. Complacency and laziness are the worst sins in their book. Slow time is tantamount to death for them. But those are just silly rumors. I, on the other hand, don't like being rushed. Silly birds.
Autumn is gloomy this year.
Can I help you? Where is Georgie? The judge is in his workshop. What business brings you to him? I am Isidore Barak's son. I'm here about our house. The workshop is in the right wing of the mansion. We're in mourning today, but I think he'll want to meet you. You're in mourning too? Yes, Simon, our patriarch, died 2 days ago under mysterious circumstances. Haven't you heard? I have. Grief comes in spades these days. Who could have known the polyhedron would turn out this way? What is the thing you've built here? How does it stay upright? From the capital, we have summoned the Stamiton brothers, 2 architects. They've come forth with a bold project, a contraption that defies gravity. In the capital, they were ridiculed. We thought different. And so we granted them this opportunity. As you can see, the polyhedron soars. I sense a but. But the polyhedron took away our children. The tower fascinates them. Inside, they've built something like a sovereign country with my own son in charge. No one has any idea how to make them leave. Why have you let them in? My brothers, Simon and Georgie, insisted that we have to let children play. In a way, I agree with them. This is why we Canes create all these buildings after all, to change people. And it doesn't matter to you if they change people for the better or for worse, does it? No, it's just that the tower does something to them. They don't explain this to outsiders, but I think it materializes illusions. Some sort of optical effect. Vibrations too, of course. Simon was adamant that we do not hinder the children in any way, claimed this was the entire reason for the construction, but I want my son back. So those children are running wild now, living by their own laws. Don't ask me how that happened. There was no sinister plan behind this. In a single day, people have accepted the state of affairs. This town does strange things to us. I think this experiment might be out of our control now. No surprise given that Simon is dead. And your son. Kaspar, kids called him Khan. He is their leader, I suppose. As his father, I should be proud. Khan, wait, he was among the children my father taught. Yes, he and your father spent a lot of time together last year. Simon and Isidore gathered some kind of coterie of children, ones they had special hopes for. I didn't have enough time to grasp the things those 2 taught our children. I see, I'd like to speak to Khan if you don't mind. Well, they do come out from time to time, less often than I'd like. Abandon any hope of entering the polyhedron, though. They don't let adults in. Thank you, I'll go and see the judge now. The judge is in his workshop around the corner, but I can tell you his answer right now. Yes, you may. Thank you? Think? Knock knock.
In truth, I am blind. I ceased to see things long ago.
You're Artemy Barak. I am. About the house, now after I've seen you with my own eyes, I relinquish all claims I have on your property. The house is yours. Why did you want our house in the first place? We Canes are a family of builders. We built this town. Every house adds something unique to its image. Let's say we keep track of this process. What did you have in store for my home? We would have examined it first, its proportions, the taste of the space inside. Every house transforms, everyone who spends more than 5 minutes within. Sometimes this transformation can be influenced or controlled. We have a great interest in these matters. Is that why you've built so many identical buildings? Exactly so. They're identical on the outside, but we were interested in how much human presence could change them in return. It was an experiment in mirroring, a juxtaposition of nature. Do you want to ask me anything else? I do, but you seem busy. I'll ask later. I'm going to write a decree. Pass it to the prefect of the Hindquarters district. Today, of course. Thank you. There's no door handle on that door. I want to go over here.
Shall I sing a song for you?
No, please don't sing. I just want to loot your stuff. You have nothing. Useless. Okay.
Dogs are howling.
Speak of the devil. You're starting You've started to like coming here, haven't you? Are you sure your boots won't wear down? I'm happy to see me again. Aren't you supposed to be terribly busy? I don't understand why you keep coming. Or do you need my help again? I'll wash your clothes. You're filthy like a chimney sweep. Revolting. While they dry, have some sleep. What's wrong with you? Woke up on the wrong side of the bed? I hate it when you call me that. It is so hard to remember. You're steep girls, not me. They're not my steep girls, they belong to the kin. Yeah? One of yours came to me today, asked a lot of questions, said she was promised you, said a lot of things. Did you ever promise to marry her? I promised her nothing. I don't even remember her. She just keeps tagging along, asking stupid questions. Whatever, like it's any of my business. Do whatever you want. Did you make your peace with Stock? Doesn't look like it. That's alright. I won't take you two even a year to... It won't take you two even a year to reconcile. Like you have a choice. That's some strategic thinking. Measuring life in years. A year more, a year less. I may even live to be 100 years old. So what? What's wrong with you, Lara? I'm sorry, forget it. It's just that sometimes you feel all too poignantly like your life is over. You're not even 30, but you're done. Not dead, but burnt through, and there's nothing ahead for you. But what does it have to do with me? Nothing. Not now, anyway. It's just, it could have gone differently. Perhaps the four of us should meet today, even bad grief, like the good old days. Grief? You've no idea what quagmire Grief has gotten himself in. And Stock, he's also done something awful. The judge is angry at him. He summoned him to the crucible for questioning. He's still here. What does that even mean? Oh, the three of you deserve each other. Let's gather together, huh? The four of us. I mean it. I'll arrange everything. Then again, indeed, you're right. Let's do it. The four of us. Grief included. Today, the old place, the Apple Road, right? By midnight, as usual? Yes, the night will be clear. Okay, well, that's gonna take a good chunk of my time, I think. Okay. What? Notkin asked you to come by, Big Bear. Looks like your trouble's hunting packs. What's going on? One of our lads, Patches, came down with something nasty. He's burning up, won't last long. That dandy doctor from the capital examined him, told us the pills would kill him for sure. What do you mean pills will kill him? How should I know? He was rambling on about them being old and stale and antibiotic or something. That guy is a worthless fraud, he is. Wants to board us up inside our hideout and let us rot. Antibiotics. Notkin told us go and find the younger Barak. If anyone can make sense of this mess, it's Isidore's son. That fancy weasel only thinks about boarding us up, so Barak's our only hope. We'll see. Well, I'm gonna take the boat over there. Okay, I need to go and make the different tinctures. I don't know how to make antibiotics yet, though. Fuck.
Words
He will
without
die,
deeds
Imshin.
fill
You
a
will take his fate
garden
into your hands and he will
not
die.
but
Stain not your hands with the death of a person who trusts you. How do you know he will die? You are not a healer yet. You will fail. You're a big man, but not so big as to take on the responsibility for others. But someone must try it. This is where you are right. We can't simply let it happen without a fight, so let me fight. Okay. You believe taking your father's vessel was enough to become him. You jest. You cannot heal. You know not the lines. Don't take too much on or you'll snap like a rotten bough. Well, we'll see if I can heal or not. Rip.
Where's Jester gone to? I hope he didn't sneak out.
That big city doctor was just here too. Told me to pass a message on. Don't waste your time on Patches. It's over for him. Instead, pull yourself together and come see me. I've got something important for you. That's it. And what do you think? We scrounged up all these pills from all over town, but the big city doctor said Patches will die if we give him any. His body can't take the strain. But you're going to try anyway, aren't you? What makes you think I can do better than that dandy? You're a doctor too, aren't you? You can heal him. Maybe you can cut away the illness, take out his appendage or something. Diagnosis is always the first thing, Knucklehead. Always. You can't play medicine by ear. Old Barack would have had something for this. He used herbs to find out what's wrong with his patients. Used to say Twire reveals everything hidden in a body. Can you do that? I can do many things. Come on, take the pills. Here, a handful for everything. Just make sure we figure out which one to give him, alright? The correct one will probably do the trick. Yep.
Ugh.
Useless,
It's
pointless.
so
Smartass will be
cold,
the end
isn't
of him. So will you,
Like,
poor Patches.
Cold.
Smartass? The bachelor, the learned goon, self-absorbed, self-assured, and a total unbeliever. People like him do the most harm. Why are you even here? I just wanted to help. Why didn't you then? Notkin wouldn't let me. I wonder why. They don't believe in me. They don't believe I'm a miracle worker. As they have believed, so too shall be done for them. But then why should the boy suffer? He shouldn't. Okay, let's see. Oh boy, I only have white and yellow, and I have no morphine. You did all you could. Yay, I did it!
If only we had a trolley.
Is he gonna make it?
We'd ride it down the rails away from this place.
Too early to say, time will tell. And that bachelor said it was no use. I knew he was lying. The big city gifter. Impossible this, gone or that. Nonsense. Wanted you to abandon us and go see him about some urgent business instead. So he wanted to abandon the patient in favor of chatting with him. Charming. Well, he told us it was hopeless. We were worried you'd believe him and leave Patches to die. What did you give him, by the way? One of your old man's tinctures? Make sure he'll get plenty of water. I'll go see what the bachelor wants. I saved him. I saved the game now. Oh, hi.
What's that you're
So I
carrying
cleaned our
around?
place up, I burned the trash, took away the bones, I mean the cracked ones, and I put that weird gray goo from the table in a bucket. Might be useful, right? No rest for the wicked, huh? I can also whip up something for us to eat. Got any money? You whippersnapper, what am I supposed to do with you? Anyway, when are you coming back? Should I wait for you or what? Someone's got to take care of your dad's stuff and stuff. I think it would be great if we did it together. Why do you care anyway? By the way, I broke a pipe over there. I don't think it was important though, so don't hit me, alright? I'll fix it myself. Boar has a pipe like that. I bet he'll trade it for a bottle of alcohol. We have a couple of those, right? No trading anything. I want him to be able to help. It's so stupid that I can't let him help.
Yeah.
A guest is best when you see them less. Is this a bad moment? I've got enough on my plate. Will you tell me? No, long tongues lead to short lives. If you have a point, get to it. If not, don't let the door hit you on the way out. We're getting together this night, the four of us, the old place. Huh? Why all of a sudden? Well, we haven't seen each other in a while. The old place, as in by the gumstone at the railroad? Yes, the Apple Road, remember? Go ahead, the three of you will have more fun without me. No, we won't. I don't know, Cub. I've got a full plate here. Those men, the night hunters, they're too fond of playing with knives. Way too fond. Where'd they all even come from? It's not just your plate, it's everyone's now. Not my fault, but somehow it is. Never took blood, but I dressed for a red harvest. How it bloomed. Forget it. I'll deal with it myself. Just come to our old place, did you hear me? Please come. No one will blame you.
A jug sent to the
And here
well
comes
of
Artemy, Artemy of the Academy. What do you need? Any insight on what's going on around town? Oh sure, I've got insight. Got everything insight. Death has his hands full. Our grand leader Simon drew his last breath. What else do you want to know about? The bosses and their schemes, or the rumor mills? The rumor mill. Let's see, Simon's dead, but you already knew that. The ground refused to accept your dad, you know that too. An awful bachelor arrived from the capital. Some odd girl arrived the same day as you too. A curious one. Half sure she's some saint. Tore my soul out, hanged it out to dry. Tell me more about the odd girl. Just something about her. You know me, I've got a keen intuition. Wouldn't have made it this far otherwise. I feel she's not entirely human even. The Sabarovs took her in. Apart from the Sabarovs, who else holds power now? Still the same. Sabarov the Hawk is in charge, but he's all squawk. The Canes, as usual, rack their brains on how to move the town downriver. Quacks, all. The tower already floats. Mark my words, they'll hang the next district in the clouds. As for the master, well, he's the master. You mean Fat Vlad? Sure do. He's sitting pretty, the ugly bastard. Put me at the heart of the warehouses. No complaints here. Quaint little abode, and under my feet a whole railroad. You don't bother Vlad, and he won't bother you neither. He's a scumbag. He's a money bag first and foremost, friend. He runs this whole machine, feeds the town, allows us to earn our keep. Not just me, but everyone here. How many folks work at the cannery? At the station, the warehouses alone house 400, and everyone gets paid solid coin. Yeah, coin, just one, barely enough to survive. You steep people all know is herding cows and pushing plows. We have to look to tomorrow, Cub. You think the Canes are interested in architecture? For what, its own sake? Even so, who will pay for it? Gotta think with your stomach some of the time. The master is a shrewd man, although he did ban entrance to the termitary. Of that, I wasn't a fan. What's going on with that? Folks here had problems with Fat Vlad, and it almost turned violent. Makes sense, too. 5,000 animals are bound to turn into beasts. Your kind is like a pack of dogs. One howls and the rest follow, but still. If I found out more, I'll be sure to tell you. Ooh, he has a knife. Oof, he wants a lot of money for it. No, thank you. Ugh. I need to go over to my house, but it's in the bad part of town. This place has been picked clean, nothing more to loot. If you're feeling brave, check the neighboring houses. Maybe they have something left. Are you the prefect of this district? In the flesh. It's your job keeping people's things in their house. Good, I was looking for you. As Isidore's son and heir, I claim our house. Here is the paper from the judge. That's a fancy paper indeed, but I'm afraid you won't be living in that house anytime soon. The house belongs to me. Haven't you been outside? The air's no longer fit to breathe. I heard there was a blowout at the factory yesterday. Must be the soot settling down, choking people to death. I don't think this stuff is soot. What is it then? Something contagious. Did anyone else stay behind besides you? The poor and the brave might still be around trying to salvage what little they can. It was decided that doctors and medical personnel may take whatever they need since they likely need it more. You're a doctor too, as far as I know. And no one is going to object? If you manage to help someone in the inn, they might thank you instead. I see. The townsfolk are running scared. The black stuff will dry a man's lung in a second. I heard of several being dead already. Take the paper. Black stuff or no black stuff, the house is mine now. We'll figure it out. That's creepy.
All the wisdom you gain.
Well, why are you here? Work. What kind of work can you possibly be doing at this place? I'll have you know this house is in mourning too. Simon Kane died the same night as my mentor, and I am a pathonatomist. If you don't know, it's my main area of expertise. I didn't. How was I to know? Forget it. Are you here about Simon's body as well? You're a bit late. I performed the autopsy on the same day. On the next day, the body went missing. The hell? Was it stolen? By whom and what for? I've already convinced the judge that it wasn't my fault. I am, after all, a whatever, not a guard. The Canes have enough people. They'll find it, so it's not our problem anymore. Anyway, I actually came here looking for you. Why? We want to gather this evening at the old place. By the basket? Yes, by the basket. Touching. Bad grief included? Yes, he is. Heard you loud and clear, and now excuse me, but I need to prepare for a tough conversation. Just wait a second. Tell me, reconciling everyone was, of course, Lara's idea. No, Stock, it was mine. Hello? What are you doing here? I was looking for Reuben. He's upstairs waiting for you. No one enters this house uninvited. Get lost and do not return unless summoned. Will you ever summon me? Okay then. Like how he has a picture of a cat. I ain't waiting for nobody.
My heart is hammering.
Who are you?
Can you hear it?
Artemy Barak, surgeon. What do you want? You look like you can hardly read, and I doubt you're into stargazing. Where's Daniel Dankowski? He's staying here, right? He isn't here, and he isn't coming. He's gone to the town hall for a meeting, an important meeting with doctors. Who's out walking upstairs then, pacing impatiently, waiting for me? Just mice. No, I mean, a ghost. Restless souls. There are lots of them here. Pretty huge mice, huh? You must be an excellent chef. Is he not actually up here? The fuck?
No lovers.
Happy
as
now?
sweet as
Don't
the
ever do that
sound of
again.
sleep.
Something isn't right here. Okay, time to take the boat again. Okay. Alarm bell. They did say that the day 3 was when the alarm bell would sign. That's a lot of mice jumping in and out of reality. I'm going. Okay, I guess I'm following these guys now. Sorry. Okay, so this is Town Hall, which is where the alarm bell's ringing from, which is where I was going in the first place, before the creepy mass people started to point me in the direction.
Heads or tails?
An epidemic,
Tails.
Brock. Plague.
Always tails.
And if it's a sand plague that smothered 300 of my workers 5 years ago, then it's serious. Very serious, my boy. Your father saved us back then. But now I need you at hand. Do I make myself clear? What's going on here? That's of no concern to you, Barack. Everything important that could be done, I've already done. There will be a fund. There will be a headquarters. Intrigues. Sleepless nights. Everyone here thinks they're crucial to defeating the outbreak, but they're scared, mistaken. What can they tell you? I'm a doctor. I need the full picture. So you have some time on your hands, then go to each of them, talk to 1, 2, 3 people, fill your head with minutia. While time is running out, your time, 7 empty conversations. You don't need them. I can tell you all you need to know. It's your fault. You should have invited me from the start.
This damn
Barack,
rain.
the situation is regretful.
never
I just
end?
didn't have time to warn you.
The climate here is in chaos.
This was ugly of you. Well, let's get down to business. We have 3 doctors in town, 4 if we count the deranged girl who claims to have a healing touch. Rubbish, of course, but she has a lot of energy, and she knows a thing or two, so it won't hurt to let her work. And Barack, allow me to be frank. Where did you graduate? What are your qualifications? Do you have a degree? I'm a surgeon, a damn good one. Barack, I want you to become my aide. Our primary goal is developing a vaccine. You're local and enterprising. I need your help. A vaccine is something you create for the future, not for the people who are sick now. You just want to protect your buddies in the capital if the plague spreads, huh? Other towns like this one exist, you know. If this disease is half as lethal as the outbreak 5 years ago, this place is doomed. Other people can still be saved, or perhaps you have a better suggestion. I'll think of something. I won't let you just give up on the sick. So what do you have in mind, Barack? I need to find a way to save people. And you're calling me ambitious? If this is the same disease that broke out here 5 years ago, then plague is like mumps compared to it. We don't know what really happened during that outbreak. Think about it. A curative serum for an unknown disease, this contagious and this lethal, on such short notice? What a utopian thought. A vaccine, on the other hand, can protect the healthy, the people who still have a chance. I'd rather take care of those who are already suffering. I will make the vaccine, but I can't do it without you. All you need to do is be at hand and do as I say. I will take full responsibility for the situation. No deal. I am responsible for my actions, no one else. Family tradition.
How heavy is
Well, I
the
guess the
head?
sentimental bout with old friends is cancelled. Time to work. Is it an either thing for you? Work doesn't have to interfere with friendship. I know what you're thinking. You want to look for the murderer, avenge your father. Forget it. Let me handle it. I'll do it better than you. Father would want you to work, not seek vengeance. Work in his stead. I know better than you what father would want. You're no longer a surgeon. You're a pharmacist. I'm better at dissecting people in all senses, Barack. But to create an infusion like Isidore did, that requires your intuition, your hands. It gives me no pleasure to admit all this, but it's true. I'll do whatever duty requires of me, got it?
I've heard of
This is
love thing,
humiliating.
all right.
Father purposely charges me
seen
with
it.
tasks that present our family in the ugliest possible light. Supplying the fund with adequate food and medicine is clearly impossible. My efforts here are futile. Why? Going door to door and seizing people's stockpile of medicine and food? Insanity. They won't hand it over, of course. They barely have anything left. They will if you ask right. No one knows why the train is almost a month late. We've maintained regular shipments of meat and skins, so where's our pay? Where's the regular supply train? We're on the brink of starvation. There are no stocks left. Which means everyone's on their own now, and I will have to kneel in front of my father and take responsibility for this fiasco. You're a smart man. You'll find a way.
Shut them
The
up.
3 ruling families will recruit
Tough enough.
volunteers to observe order. The dangerous
Leave
districts will be
hesitation
cordoned off.
behind.
Entry or exit will not be
It's our
possible. Any
family's
crime
time.
against health or property will be punished immediately. Make sense?
It's like my
If it's the
temples are
same
being
sickness,
stuck
all
with
measures are
needles.
pointless. Wishful thinking,
Do
delusional
something.
actions, for it's clear what we're dealing with. Fire from heaven, the great flood. No one shall be spared, save for the 10 righteous men. But we need to fight. That's what makes life meaningful, whatever's left of it. Forget the plague. You can't affect it. Think of yourself, not of the disease. Search your soul. Are you a righteous man, or are you one of the cattle for the slaughter? Whom will it kill, and whom will it spare, and why? This is the curious question which must be answered. By me, doctor, not you. That much is clear. Crazy lady.
100 years? No.
The hospital will set up in the
No, too
theater.
much.
Possible infected will be examined there every
40?
day. The disease will be studied and we'll
No,
even try curing it.
not
They say
nearly
there's no
enough.
cure for the sand pest, but Dr. Demkowski still has hope. The theater is a wise choice. Now is not the time for plays. Hello.
An umbilical cord
It's spreading across Earth, the lower town, between the gullet and the abattoir.
It is a ladder, a spring, a bowstring. It is you.
Perhaps it won't cross the gullet after all. Perhaps they'll barricade the bridges in time. 2 architects live in Earth, Andrew and Peter Stamatin, both geniuses, each in his own way. Please take them into your care. You could let the whole town die, but these 2 must survive. Why? Because you won't find mines like theirs anywhere else on the whole continent. We hunted them for much too long. My brother Simon collected many brilliant specimens in this town. You know, it is an art. Why don't you take care of them then? You are a doctor. You took the oath. Alright, I'll keep an eye on them. Peter lives in a loft in the Tanners. Andrew, though, rarely leaves the Broken Heart, his pub below the factory. I put my hopes on you, Doctor. Pay them a visit as soon as you can. Okay. So I'm gonna go north, and then I'm gonna take the boat, go to the kids' area, and then I'm gonna go back to the other part of town. Magic lantern. Whoa, whoa, what is it? How is it? Whoa. These are 3 different worlds in the palm of one hand. I don't think I really got anything for fixing that, but YOLO. Have that. I've carried this thing for several days. It wasn't easy, of course. With this I share with you my fear, my sorrow, and my anger. It was tough, but now it's become a little easier. Just a little. Thank you for easing my burden. Just have some of my warmth. Warmth is life. Oh, it went up. They like me. Okay. Okay, let me check up on architect dude number 1.
A dog's mind is
Fancy
smaller
meeting
than a
you here.
man's.
Am I disturbing
The
you?
heart is
No,
so
I'm
much
content. As you can see, Khan has deigned to ask us for help. That's almost like admitting he's wrong. I'd never ask him for anything, however badly we needed it. Pride is more important. We can live without him. He can't live without us. As they say, QED. Are you 2 at war? That would be too strong a word, but fights happen, yes. When it all began, we fought until the first blood was drawn. There was a lot of spite. But why? Because of that stupid tower. It changes how they think, turns dreams real. Imagine that. They're addicted to it. We, on the other hand, don't need it at all. We have our own world, no less perfect. We have our halves and both feet planted firmly on the ground. We don't try to escape reality. Khan called us traitors, deserters. They can go blow their tower. I see, so what united you 2? The House of Death. Have you heard the story? The candles, the dawn, the locked door? No. Things like what's happened yesterday and the day before, they never happened. People died, yes, but not like this. Death has come to town, and Death is quite a bird, a home bird to be precise. So when he comes, he stays in an abandoned house. Even Death needs a place to rest. So Death is a stay-at-home kind of guy. Death comes at midnight, that's when trouble starts. But if someone were to find his house before midnight, then either stay there till dawn or light candles inside, he'd be stalled. Also, you're supposed to become immortal, but I don't believe that last part. What do candles have to do with it? Who cares? You're asking like you honestly believe that bullshit. Light candles, scare death away. Light 9, become immortal. Ha, right. Like the world works that way. Then why are you planning to check this bullshit? when there's smoke, there's fire. Khan is right about this part at least. There's a grain of truth in any legend. To hell with old grudges for now. My scouts and I are looking for the House of Death today. We'll start with the crude sprawl. I have a hunch it's there, since your old man. I mean, since so many people died there, that's where death must feel at home. I'll find the place myself. Let's see if there's any merit to the story. I'm not going to cower behind another man, and I want to show Khan, the pedagogue, how we do things down here. Let them hide in the tower. We'll do the work. Okay, then we'll go together. Yes, I know. We're supposed to stay indoors, and the tower's inhabitants do just that. I make sure my people follow the law, but I am Casper Kane. Your laws don't apply to me. Casper Kane, so you're the one they call Khan. I've been looking for you. I am Khan, son of Victor Kane. You knew my father, Isidore Barak. What business did you have with him? We talked. I was curious what Simon saw in him. Simon? Excuse me, were you born yesterday? Simon Kane, the head of our family. My uncle, the immortal man. The one who died 2 days ago. The one we can't live without. He molded this town into what it is. He kept its spirits aflame. You honestly have no idea who he was? I'm sorry about your loss, Casper. No two people in the world had more differences than your father and Simon. They couldn't agree on anything, but got very close, even though they should have been rivals, maybe even enemies, like Notkin and I. You don't look like enemies. We're enemies after a fashion. His soul in a halves against my dogheads, but we're negotiating an armistice now. If he lets go of all his usual bullheadedness, it might happen. Are you happy now? Can we get back to business? No, I'm not done. Do you know how my father died? No, not yet. I have a hypothesis, but it's too early to tell. I'll have to check. Check what? The hypothesis, the theory, the idea. Was I not sufficiently clear? It needs testing. If Notkin stops playing the fool and sends his soul in a halves to search, maybe we can even do it tonight. Will you take me with you? No, I think you're too old to believe in fairy tales. A skeptic would only get in the way, so I won't even waste time explaining. But I do believe you. Now I do, and I'm coming with you. Shit. Oh, here he is.
I can't promise.
Came here to have some fun, Sawbones. Playing is a time for feast, so I hear you're an architect. Sure am. Have you seen the dancing bridge in the capital? You built that. That's right, and the polyhedron. What do you think? It's one of yours too, I gather. How did you even come up with something like that? One must be able to think boldly. The ground is nothing but dirt, nothing but soil hiding rotting corpses. It's the realm of the dead. We've always wanted to create something that the earth cannot touch, cannot defile in any way. I've always considered Earth to be the source of life. What a lout. Have you checked up on my brother yet? I'm going there soon. Great job. Have a drink on me then. Keep it. Give me the bottle and keep your compliments. Take good care of my brother, Doctor. If I kick the bucket, so be it, but my brother must survive. He's a genius. And you're not? I am the battering ram that clears his path. Me and him are perfect twins. All in all, you seem healthy. The judge will be pleased. Save. This person lives, but mortal peril looms. The sand pest chokes their district, floods their street. I can see that. Immunity protects each person here. Some have a long one, others but a short. The span of one's is long, another's short. I know you don't need to explain further. I understand.
Brother.
I should have left this godforsaken place 2 years ago. Get clean and move away for good. But I have no spine. I'm not a real man. Cannot leave her behind. Leave who? The tower, my precious tower. The locals call her the polyhedron, referring to her as it, as if she were inanimate. But for me, she is alive and female, and I can't abandon her. I have to gaze upon her again and again to convince myself she exists. You stink of booze and your hands are shaking. You drink a lot, don't you? A lot. I have to quit drinking, but I don't have any willpower left. Why? There must be a reason, don't you think? But you're a doctor, not a priest. My memory is faulty, true, but I don't remember us being friends. Tell me, what do you want? I'm not looking for company. As you wish. Listen, what's your name? Artemy Barak. Why have you come? Prophylaxis, you're in the Plague District. Listen, doctor, you should check on Anna too. She is a circus artist who lives nearby. She's misophobic. I'm worried she might lose it completely these days. She is an interesting one. Be a pity if she died or went nuts. I'll check on her. It's my job. Oh my god. Does my immunity slowly go up?
Just please don't touch me. Ever. I hate the feel of all that skin.
Oh, thank God. I don't.
Well knows the mouse.
What do you
that
want?
the
Don't
cat's
touch
out of
me.
the
Stay
house.
away. Quiet now. I'm a doctor. Are your hands clean? They are. You've touched the doorknob. So what? Microbes are transmitted with touch. They stay on the skin. Evil is transmitted with touch too, and it stays on the skin. Fate is transmitted with touch. All this dirt changes you, killing you slowly. This is so repulsive. I'm a doctor. Microbes run from me like the devil from a holy flame. I don't want to even think about it. Everyone is prattling about that toxic soot from the factory. It's out there, behind the windows, everywhere. All this dirt and grime. It's a punishment, that's what it is. It's all about those damn children. You'll have to trust me if you want to survive this. What? I'm a doctor making my rounds. Do as I tell you. There's an epidemic in town. An epidemic? Oh god, an epidemic? What? Plague? All my fault. My punishment. What kind of crime could condemn an entire town along with you? Are you a real medic? You really can't help me? So I wouldn't... Just don't touch me. A real one, trust me. Okay. I gotta figure out how to get the fuck out of here myself. Looks like if I go out here and just take a left and just keep going. This district is infected. Listen carefully. I'll explain what you need in order to stay alive. Immunity is your armor. It gets thinner each time you contract the disease, so it would do good to keep an eye on it. Take pills. You know the drill. Infected air lowers your immunity slowly but constantly simply because you're breathing, but that's not what the worst part. An infected person's touch or touching infected surfaces like doorknobs or drawers. Also, sometimes it feels like the pest breathes on you. Breathes how? I'm not a doctor, Master Barak. I'm a common orderly, scared witless. I'm only describing a dream I had. But this pest, it's like it's alive. It speaks, breathes, and woe if it breathes on you. Anyway, all those touches melt your immunity worse than air, like a hot knife through butter. And then there's a tumor. A tumor? The infection that accumulates inside your body, checking if you're ready for it. If the world starts to go black before your eyes, escape the infected area before it envelops everything. But if the darkness gives way, that means it's lost interest in you, for now. Have you taken Twyrine, oral disinfection? Okay, I need to go through here. And freedom! What time is it?
You need a partner.
So you're here after all.
A grass snake, maybe.
Didn't I tell you not to come here? We're dead now. Do you think we'll get sick? We'll see. So what do we do? I don't know. I guess we can try lighting candles, like in that urban legend of yours. Are you for real? I'll scout the house since we're here anyway.
I'm sorry about your
father, so you came here too. That's lucky. Something does feel off. I think there's someone else here besides us. Well, I guess someone lives here, or used to. Okay, I just need to go around and light candles, apparently. Yeah, that's not fucking creepy. Can you not? Found 5 candles. Must be only one left. Oh, oh, there it is. The door opened up. Whatever it was, it's gone now. Now I need to grab the boys and leave this place.
No time for
Time to get the hell away from here, right? Indeed. Need to wait until after midnight. So I guess I'm gonna go back to my house and maybe sleep for an hour. Hello. For you, Imshin, heart, liver, kidneys, they still smell of life. Why would I need these? Make potions as your father, cures from grief, poison, envy, aches. He made any cure when he had good meat. This is good meat, take it. Only a Minku can cut a body. Is there a Minku among you? No, we have broken the law. Those who do not know the lines cannot cut bodies. We will give our lives, mine and Kusi, no others. But why? You do need these. Real potions have meat. Herbs have borders. Your great father used more than herbs. He made cures from blood and flesh, from those alive. What kind of cures? Any kind. Cures for pain, cures for fever, cures for the inner fire, cures for all 3 layers of the body. Those who know the lines can cure any disease with guts and herbs. This is how the world works. How do you know about the 3 layers? Skin, blood, thin threads. Your father treated with those. Nerves. Those threads are called nerves. These are a gift. So you don't risk your life. Don't cut the living unless there is need. Don't cut the dead unless there is need. Even if you're a good Minku, Bodo does not like it. Better we suffer than you. I accept your gift and your sacrifice. Okay, I'm gonna have to come back outside for those. Bikara, you are a true ear to Isidore. You know it with alacrity with your deeds. You know the ties that bind the world. I just try to follow the lines. Any new thoughts on the contents of the Udar? No. I have no idea what the hell's going on.